Hello my friends, this is Jose from LUOVITA, and today I'm going to talk about some tips how to become more productive, because this is really a big problem. Everybody wants to be more productive, and we are always distracted, but how can you do that? So we are going to some 5 tips. Active listening, then goal setting, communicate clearly, put things first, and getting also a win-win situation. So these habits will increase your overall productivity, but to become more efficient, you must prioritize your tasks according to your importance and urgency. So these methods will also help you identify this task, and that it requires more attention. And this is the attention that you are willing to give them. So active listening, it helps build rapport. And when you communicate with others, for example, you need to practice this active listening. This is something a lot of us struggle with sometimes. So active listening means paying attention and showing your understanding while not interrupting the conversation. This is very important. So the persons you are speaking to will appreciate it when you are focused on what they are saying. So this is, and to do this you can also paraphrase. It means when they say, what they say is a great way to show that you're understanding what they are saying. That means you repeat a little bit what they are saying to reinforce the idea also, and to be part of the conversation, and also to clarify their point of view. So active listening requires that you are prepared to respond when the speaker asks a question, for example, because you are attentive, of course. So you can show that you are listening by reflecting the speaker's facial expressions, for example, and reflecting this facial expressions is to convey understanding when people are experiencing this emotional situation. So, but attempting to copy someone's facial expression will only show that you are not really listening. So you need to do this naturally, but not forcing it. You will also notice that active listeners do not fidget. They check their watches, they play with their hair or pick with their fingernails. So that's not good. When you do listening intently, the speaker notices it, and this has some non-verbal communication. So this ability to active listen to person's messages is also very essential to a communication in a work environment, and also privately. People feel more comfortable if they find someone that's attentive to what they're saying. So active listening helps you also to detect some challenges with a project, for example. This means you're able to provide some feedback to someone, and also be more effective, for example. Also in business and sales, it's important to establish this rapport, this rapport with them, and this will help you discover some challenges and goals to handle objectives better. So using this technique will make you more effective and at closing, for example, a deal, and it will be benefit for the seller and the buyer. So you will build this better relationship with your clients and close more deals. So it's essential that this skill, active listening, is really essential in everything in life, So next we are going to some goal settings. So studies have shown that goal settings has its benefits, of course. Researching it's very effective, There are many tools that you can employ to achieve these goals. But for example, set SMART goals. These are measurable, realistic, and time-based. I have other videos that talks about this, but they help you identify what you want and set a date to completing it. They are also useful for this personal interests and hobbies and career. Every goal, they provide structure for your goal setting process. So making it easier, for example, to maintain this motivation. And this goal setting process will help you be more effective if you include feedback also in defining this success. So one of the first steps in goal setting is to write down the goals. This is very important. Goals are important and should really be visible in a place where you go through it and you visualize, it reminds you, and it could be also on a computer or somewhere, but it's your objectives long term and short term. For example, you want to lose 3 kilo a month, then it is a short term, goal. But for example, another example, for example, have a healthier lifestyle within the next month. So this business setting goals, for example, are sales working better, working faster, doing fewer mistakes, increasing productivity, for example, and this can lead to really increased customer satisfaction and interaction. So goal setting can help you deepen this employee engagement, your personal engagement, but remember that goals are not just for you. That means it's also for the company and for everything where growth are important. You should also avoid to framing goal setting in this workplace as a competition or a contest. This will just get this negative environment and encourage this rivalry. So it's not good, So communication clearly is another point. And when presenting some message, for example, it's very important that to start with this context of the topic. And the person you are communicating with might have this clear thought on your topic, but his or her audience might not. That means providing context will help you convey this message, like resuming with clarity and precision. And here are some tips on how to do this, Listen carefully. So there are a lot of communications options available today, but it makes sometimes hard to pay attention because we are bombarded with so much stuff, People are busy multitasking something, but you should not, and pay less attention to each other. So, which makes it really easy sometimes to miss important details. Ask questions, stay engaged, and listen to fully understand the other person's point of view. So when you are in doubt, ask for clarification. Regardless of what way is used to communicate, communication is really important. So putting things first is another step. Putting things first is one of these habits that highly successful people have, for example. When you put important tasks first, you minimize the chances of missing them. And you'll have more time to focus, for example, on other things. So in order to implement this habit, you need to prioritize your tasks. And once you understand what your priorities are, you can plan and prioritize your time accordingly. So putting things first is about setting priorities and achieving these habits, It means spending more time on important activities and tasks. This will contribute to this balanced life, It also means, for example, avoiding this urgent tasks, this stress of urgent tasks. It's shown to improve and boost this overall happiness and satisfaction that we have, Once you implement this, you will feel more in control of your life and more productive also. The next point is to identify these important tasks. And this can help you make a better use of your time, of course, and wasting your valuable time. So place communications in order of priority and prioritize tasks based on their importance. So you can then create this schedule and around your most important actions and prioritize your day, for example. You can also use this technique to get your priorities right. That means setting your priorities for yourself is really important to becoming a more effective person. So this habit shows also that this activity based on the importance and urgency are very important. So that's why it's important to make this to-do list. You can then associate each of these tasks with its goal. That means you will maximize this time and minimize this unnecessary waste of time sometimes. So this goal, of this habit of doing this is avoiding wasting time and your energy. And the last point is creating this win-win situation. That means is to create for both parties. That means the key is to provide something that's good for one party and that can also use or are beneficial for both. So, for example, in business, in order to keep your customers happy offer them something that they will benefit. This is the foundation of this continuous business growth. So once you have satisfied customers that tell others about your products or services, and this is one way to boost your business. Also in private, but the main benefits for both parties or people is the same. They must gain from the situation. So creating this win-win situation will help you become a better person, more likable. And when you're working with other people, it's important to be fair and respectful. So for example, even if you're in a relationship, you should try to create this win-win situations whenever possible. Listening to the other, you will be able to cultivate, for example, this abundance mindset. And it will change your attitude toward your life, also to your work. And this mentality of abundance, you will have this positive outlook in life and success. So this will help you also develop this humility. And this is a powerful catalyst for change. And remember that everybody around you will be watching, and they pick on any suspicious behavior you have. So by avoiding this behavior, sometimes you will establish some relationship and gain more respect. So by consistently, for example, addressing any negative situation and demonstrating this empathy, you're able to attract and retain loyalty. And once you start practicing this strategy, you'll soon be an effective and successful person. So if you need help, if you want to go any further, please check out the descriptions. We have links, we have resources. Most of them are by experience and research. So let me know if this helped you. Let me know on the commentary what you're struggling with. Just communicate and be this more effective person. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know, share, like, and be on your way to success. Bye bye.